Okay, start streaming has been pressed. It's been not too long, like 2 weeks. Gotta make sure this thing is live. If you guys can hear me, let me know. KCW, hello. White Ren, hello. And Zinky Ass Lascar with the black bicep emoji. Hello. How is everybody doing? Looks like I am live. Is the audio okay? Probably. But yeah, I don't know. Today's Setup Sunday. Haven't been live in a little bit. You are live. Good to hear. Where is the Setups channel? You guys know how it goes with Setup Sunday. But yeah, I'll also be discussing just the mouse mark. I mean, there's not much happening, really. Did you order the centerpiece? I believe I have one on, like, Final Mouse is going to send me one whenever it's ready, but I don't know when that will be. They said July or something. We're pretty far away from that. But they did send me the Horizon. Oh my god, somebody has the classic picture of my dog Luke and Rex on their wallpaper. See, that's what a winner looks like. Yeah, hello, everybody in the stream, whoever is here. What is this mouse pad? Okay, where is the first one? These people are submitting quite early. What's the Discord channel? Can you pin the link? Yeah, that's a good idea. Is it not in the description, though? It should be, but you know, I can copy it as well. The GPX2 and an artisan Heian and my Heian wore down. How long was it? Are you going to make a video on the Horizon? Yeah, for sure. Okay, I think I pinned the message. Yeah, they sent out a Horizon. I don't know when it's going to arrive. The Knicks are getting smoked later. I'm not going to lie. That first Knicks game was just an absolutely brutal watch. 8 to 9 months? 8 to 9 months of hard use. You should still be able to, like, wash it and get some life out of it, but I could see it, like, slowing down a bit. What do you think about wrist rest? I just don't see the point. Does anybody... Like, I just don't understand the argument for them. Maybe if you have pain, I guess, then it's something to look for. But if you don't have pain, then I don't really know. Keyboard tier list soon? It could be soon. It's just with a keyboard tier list, I don't really... Like, I feel like so many of them are just the same. There's so many, like, mid-tier boards that I just haven't tried. I don't care to try. And so I feel like the list would be kind of incomplete. Do you rate the Lamzu Inca based? Yeah, more or less. I mean, I don't use it much, but I think if you're looking for a lightweight ZA13, it's definitely one of the options. Okay, I'm gonna say this is the first one submitted. I mean, this one at 1053, it's a bit long ago. What about a switch tier list, like a keyboard switches? I don't know. Again, like, I haven't tried a lot of, like, the Hall Effect enthusiast switches, which is why I say that the peripheral scene is cooked. It's dead, whatever you want to call it. Because there's just nothing that I feel like is necessary to try. Like, peripherals have kind of peaked out. There's no mice that go off my desk. There's no new mice that come on my desk. It's just very stagnant. Okay, these people really want me to go up. Where is this one? See, 10:11 a.m. Submitting it 2 hours early. I guess it can pass. Orbital Pathfinder? The Pathfinder is cool. I will give that. I just realized I've been on my Discord camera the entire time. I thought I was on, like, my hand cam. Awkward. ATK releasing a copy of the Zowie U2. Any thoughts about it? I don't know. When it comes out, it'll probably be a lighter, cheaper U2, similar to, like, all of ATK's clone products. But let's see. Trinity Carbon Fiber, Pulsar Hyperion mousepad. I don't know what keyboard this is. Probably looks good. And then I guess you searched Boardsy on Google. I respect it. I mean, it's a clean setup. Do we start off with a winner, though? Because I know this person was obsessing about winning. And, you know, some people deserve to win. With the Wooting 60HE V2 announcement, I can't really see a reason to get it. Is 8K really worth it? That's the thing. Like, that's a big... Wooting doesn't announce a keyboard that often. And the 60HE V2, it looks better than the V1, but it just doesn't really move me, if that makes sense. I don't think... I mean, the split spacebar layout is cool. But I just feel like so many people already have a Hall Effect board that they're satisfied with. Looking for a Wooting 80 in my Wooting 80 clone right now. I mean, there's so many, you know. It just depends on what your budget is. Like the HM80 is one that comes to mind. I'm seeing so many orange pads. I swear, China, like, they put out some cheap orange pads. What company was that? Was it Trash Pad? I don't even know. It's a Venom Tiger Light, not my setup. Okay. See, I mean, like, this could be a winner. What the hell's going on here? GPX decks feel like a ZA13 hump-wise. No, not at all, really. It's just very different. Very different types of shapes. Are there any other split spacebar HE keyboards? None that I'm, like, an expert. That, like, I know off the top of my head. I know some non-HE boards, but I'm sure there's a few. Isn't... Fuck, I don't know. I can't think of it. Best palm grip mouse. Really depends on your preference. Like, if you want... Some people think, like, the Pulsar X-Lite Mini is the best palm grip mouse. But for me, it's probably closer to, like, the GPX Dex Death Adder V3 Pro. Was the Viper V4 leak legit? When was Viper V4? I don't know. I think that would come out, like, next year spring, judging off of the Viper V2 Pro dropped in spring of 2022. Viper V3 dropped in spring of 2024, so maybe spring of 2026 we can expect another one. I mean, yeah, this could be a winner, honestly. Do we start off with a winner? Do you still do pity winners, like terrible but respectable setups? Yeah, of course. But, I mean, nowadays, a lot of people, they spend, like, time plotting, like, trying to figure out how to manipulate me into a win. I see it happen, so I gotta be wary of that. What are we gonna go with? Which emoji? I guess the checkmark emoji. You know, keep it simple. I like his setup. It's a good setup, no denying that. Would you recommend the Pathfinder if I like thin mice like the OP1? I just, at 190, I don't know. Maybe. You can make some interesting thin shapes with it. Probably one that will fit your hand well. But I think like buying an OP1 if you enjoy that is just, it's a smarter choice. Any good sub $50 glass pads? I mean, I'm sure like you can find stuff on Taobao that's like a clone of the Skypad or something, but I don't know like the name of them. It's not like you're going to be able to order it, get it within a week or something. Why is the peripheral scene cooked? Because there's literally no new releases to look forward to. Like, I'm just thinking of it. Stubby also made a good video yesterday where he was very eloquent. And he just said, I recommend watching this video, of course, after my stream. But, I mean, damn, popping off. There's just nothing coming out that's really worthwhile. You could have stopped caring about peripherals this time last year and really not missed much at all. At the beginning of the year, we did have some good mice, like the Hot ES Ultra, Pulsar Crazy Light, NPO1 SV2. Like, there were some seal of approvals, but since then, it has just been really fucking dry. Yeah, Stubby put it into words pretty well. Just, I gotta get to setups. Because, I mean, no matter what I do, I'm going to be very behind on setups, so it's just kind of the reality. Need to get a new pad from LGG, because the shipping is $60. I mean, you have multiple pads there. Unfortunately, this is just not a winner. It's like, there's got to be something going on. This just looks like a madhouse. Needs something on the walls. Can you make a best shapes to try if you really like X mouse type of video? I really enjoy Viper V3 Pro, and I don't know what else to buy. That's like similar to a video I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make a video called like the only mice I'm using nowadays, and it's gonna cover like the Viper V3 Pro, and just a lot of mice I've already spoken about, but in that size range. So that video will be helpful for you. What can I get as an upgrade from the X2H V3? Love the shape but hate the click quality. There's actually surprisingly not a ton of shapes that are so like bulbous in the back. Damn, it's a good question. Scene has just plateaued. It really has. That's how I feel. Thoughts on the Mizugumo Fute skates after a couple months? I just never. It's a product that I wish I could enjoy. Similar to glass pads, where I just wish I could enjoy them, but when I use it, I don't love them. So it's kind of where I stand. They seem like I have a pair on my ULX still, and they just seem so much more controlled than PTFE on like all of the pads I try them on. What's the point of two mouse pads? Some people like to stack them, but there is no like objective point. Actually, didn't like what's his name, Struth Gaming, make a video on like two mouse pads being peak for your aim like a year or two ago? Can I send Imgur link for setup? Can't use Discord? Nah, if it's not in the Discord, it's just too hard. I'm sorry. I gambled yesterday and pulled a knife on CS. Nice. I mean, we are in a gambling economy. That's the future of this world, is gambling. You still like XM2W, of course, but it's just not like the only thing I use. It could be the only thing I use, similar to multiple other mice, but it's just, I don't know. Zowie ZA line is the closest to the X2H V3. Yeah, I guess like a ZA13DW. But yeah, if he doesn't like the clicks on the X2H, I doubt he'd really love them on the 10's mouse. But yeah, I guess ZA13DW would be the answer. Do you invest money? Yes, I do have investment accounts. Presuming that's what you're asking, not like invest money into the mouse scene, which not really as much anymore. PC controllers are getting all the love at the moment for peripherals. What does that mean? Like an Xbox controller that's designed for PC. What's the best mouse for Fortnite? My favorite nowadays is the Viper V3 Pro. Pretty much every fucking pro uses the GPX. And yeah, that's about it as far as my recommendations go. But of course you can use anything. But a lot of cheap 3950 mice with optical switches, they just don't feel right for spamming editing in Fortnite. Biggest celebrity you met? That's a good question. I guess the mayors of New York, but they aren't really celebrities, and they're kind of easy to access. I actually can't remember. Maybe the artisan CEO. It's a personal celebrity. Don't a bunch of pros also use the Viper V3 Pro? Yeah, those are really the top two when it comes to Fortnite. Eric Adams, my beloved. Sydney Sweeney? I did not meet Sydney Sweeney, but yeah, Eric Adams he's doing his thing. Damn, I'm really going slow on setups. I'm an hour and a half behind. I've been in live for 12 minutes. I want an Air 58 just to fulfill my 13-year-old self. That's a good goal. They're still relatively affordable. Let's see this one. We have the Microsoft Paint. Pretty clean handwriting, I will say. Impressive. We have the Artisan. What is this? Is that a 0? Looks like the text for a 0, but it just looks like it has the shine of a Shidenkai. GPX, Viper V3. Pretty respectable setup. The monster cans. This is a clean, nice setup. I don't know what to say. Why do you think glass pads are bad? Because they just don't offer... Pretty much everything in my mind is through a Fortnite perspective, and they just don't offer any advantage. It's why would I want less control when I'm stopping? Why would I want that to be... It's just adding a factor of inconsistency. The fact that they actually aren't smooth, and oftentimes there will be dust, just a little speck on your mouse key. It's just there's no reason for me to use them over cloth pads. Okay, we have to stop spamming. We have to stop spamming the questions. Since the chat is moving slow, I will give you one chance, but the next time it is a 5-minute timeout. Air 58. Oh, fuck, damn. Deleted by Terabyte. He doesn't play around. Do you play Fortnite competitive at all? Not really, especially not this season, but I haven't in general. It's just let the youth fight for the scraps. I don't know if this is a winner. It's a wireless charging thing. Or no, it's a light bar. This Fortnite season is so mid. It's I'm torn on it because the guns aren't terrible, but I do hate the season. The first few days, I kind of just dismissed it because they were blasters, but the guns are okay. The Jawa shotgun's fun, but it's just not a... It's probably the least I've just wanted to hop on Fortnite, but that also combines with the fact that mice are so dry. So I don't really have any mice to test either, so I don't know. For me, a glass pad feels way better than a cloth pad. I guess it's just preference. It is, but... I mean, my preference is right and your preference is wrong, and you feel the same way. I met Eminem in Saudi Arabia. I really do want to go to Riyadh. That's how you say it, right? Riyadh. Except they don't like black dogs over there. And I love black dogs. And I don't know if you can ask about that. I play Valorant. Best mouse? It really depends on your hand size. Some people love, fingertip mice for Valorant, but that's not what I would recommend. GPX Viper V3 Pro. These are safe. Vaxi mouse, endgame gear. Who you got winning the Champions League? Fuck, I don't know. Soccer is not my expertise. Is that, Man City? Are they in there? Stash looks good. Glad to hear that. Are you a demon at free building? I think for 22 I got pretty good mechs. Like, I'm no Peterbot, I'll say that much, but I'm not a rube when it comes to Fortnite. Canine discrimination, well, they don't like dogs much to begin with, but I've heard that black dogs are evil. I've had black dogs my whole life, as you can see by this. I'm a CS2 gamer. I have GPX2, Viper V3 Pro, OP18K, Lamzu Death Air V3, etc., etc. What mouse and DPI? Are you asking a question or are you trying to answer somebody else? 2026 FNCS champion. Oh, I am. I don't know about that. 22, close to expiry date. True. Let's see this one. Rex is the cutest dog in the world. Yeah, that much is true. Hit scan Hyperlight. Blue Snowball. It's a pretty clean setup. I like the desk as well. This is respectable. But again, just not enough on the wall. Well, there is this little hole, which indicates that there was once something on this wall. Is like the mic in the opposite direction? Is that tech, or did he just move it for the cleaner picture? This does have a chance, but I see a lot of people were trying to like glaze me. We have like all of these zebra backgrounds. My dog is the background. Fuck. See, like this one, I thought it was a winner. Then I got to the next one. That one was really a winner. Why is the scene cooked? In my opinion, it's just because there's nothing worthwhile coming out. Like, are any of you guys in the chat, are you guys like in the market for a new mouse? Or are you like satisfied with what you have? Because obviously there are like some people in the market, but I just feel like it's a much lower percentage than it used to be. How are you judging the setups? It's just my personal judgment. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Let's see this setup though. I'm pretty endgame grip right now. I've seen a lot of comments saying that on like various platforms. It's just like I found what I like, and I kind of feel the same way. It's not like I'm switching my setup up every day. Satisfied just trying new shit. Valid. What do you think about consoles? I've loved 2K. That's like been a lifelong game that I've enjoyed, and you can play that on console. So that's what I use console for. But for like Fortnite games like that, I don't know. I'd recommend getting a PC. Wooting V2 is coming out. That is true. It'll be good. Maybe I'll even main it, but I don't think it's going to be a huge revolutionary leap in keyboards like the V1 was. And even the ADHE brought on like a wave of clones. Damn, I got a lot of comments when I asked about the what you guys use. But yeah, it seems like most people are pretty happy. Yeah, I actually don't know if I could bring my dog to Riyadh. Well, bringing him on an international flight to begin with would be tough. Favorite 2K is 2K17. When I was a freshman in high school, I hit Superstar 3. I would just like save all my money and fucking buy VC codes at GameStop. Like that was peak gaming for me. But I also like 2K18 because then I had like a 90 win percentage. I just like sweated on that game, and then I started playing like less and less each year as Fortnite became my true love. Hey Boardsy, why are you racist against Romanians? I'm not. It's just a rule in my server. Don't go in summer. That's it. 40 Celsius. What about like winter? I'm thinking like 2026 winter in Riyadh. What's your eDPI? I don't know. I'm on 1600 DPI 3.4 on Fortnite. So if you have like Kovacs, you can run that in and see. Like whatever it comes out to. I was always more familiar with centimeters per 360. We have the Iron Man mouse, the red mousepad Hayate Otsu Razer keyboard. That's an interesting choice. I don't know what this is. You're like a realtor? Little PC. This is a tough setup, fuck. I will say this is a winner. Especially with the dog. The dog Ellie. A good-looking, healthy dog. It's okay, I'm Romanian and racist against my own kind. Yeah. People in that region of the world, good people. That's what I'll say. Is the Xtrfy GP5 decent? Is that the mousepad? I have no idea. Winter is best. Still 28C. Yeah, that's reasonable. Okay, let's see. We have two winners. Ellie, our office dog. That's pretty incredible. Don't forget the telephone. Was there a phone in this picture? Oh yeah, there is. It's like a full work office. I respect that. Inca or Zowie ZA13DW? It just depends on your weight preference. Like, if you want something lighter, Inca. If you want something heavier, not the Inca. Let's see. Better. Are these like some type of slides? We have a large mousepad stack. We have an like odd 3D modeled image of a zebra. The 2020 Boardsy Rewind thumbnail. This is a classic. It's just a messy setup though. Hello, man. Have a good stream. What do you think about the OGM Pro V2 8K? I think it's good, depending on the price you can get it at. If you're okay with like a blocky style shape like that, it could be a really good mouse. The weight's good, the tech's good, quality was good in my experience, but it just wasn't like endgame for me. Some reason I don't like the Zero X Soft after being on the Saturn Pro X Soft for so long. That's interesting with the same like foam firmness. I would understand if you're like a Saturn Pro Mid. I'm using the Saturn Pro Blue Soft right now, and I like that a lot. I also like the Whale's new pads. It's just I can't remember the last time I tried a mouse pad and didn't like. Actually, I can. It was like one of Vaxy's recent pads. But generally, most mouse pads I put my time on are just like an equal level of very good. Does the arm with sleeve glide smoothly over the QCK Performance balance, or is it stuck in a way? The balance version with a sleeve, I don't recall testing. Without a sleeve, I didn't have any issues. QCK Control, what about it? That is what a rough, slow pad. Damn, the IEM collection as well. Was this Wi-Fi? He really wants to win a setup Sunday. I can tell. I just don't know if he has it in him. Like, is this a winner? To me, I don't feel a winner. Why do you dislike Optimum Tech fingertip grip? Like his mouse? It's just like it doesn't work for my fingers, you know? And it doesn't have side buttons, so I can't use it in the game I play. But I haven't tried the newest version. I am looking forward to it. I did watch Bad Seed's video. All hope is lost. See, I feel like you've definitely won before. Yeah, you literally have the Setup Sunday winner role. So I'm not feeling the sob story. The setup elicited a win. It would have received the headphones, though. See, it's like those are worth many Setup Sunday codes, and you have two. That's called excess. Do you know any good budget monitor stands? I swear the ones I have are from a company called like Huano or Huawei. One of those. It's like the same sound as another Chinese company's name. And they were like $25 on Amazon then, so if that's not budget, I don't know. I haven't cared about peripherals in a couple years. I mainly do 3D modeling, so I don't care as long as it looks good. I mean, this is like, these photos are intense. What the hell's going on with this GP? Is that like is this just dirt, or is like there graininess on the photo? Is that grip tape? Do you guys see what I'm seeing with this GPX? Yeah, somebody typed it out. It's Huano, like Huano or something like that. Grainy? Yeah, somebody used AI to generate it. Honestly, we're probably, given the development of AI, we're only a few months away from somebody actually AI generating a setup and submitting it. Photo is compressed? Yeah, I was confused. I didn't know if there was like some mod going on. Let's see this one. We have the Darth Vader wallpaper, Alienware monitor, Darth Vader mouse pad. And honestly, the Zowie mouse kind of matches color-wise, so there is credit. You give a lot of credit. Oh yeah, this is spec setup. That makes sense. I was like, looks like his setup. Is that the Vaxy Sora? I didn't even know they made it in that blue color. It's pretty tough. I mean, this is a good setup. Star Wars setup? It Loki could be a winner. I presume that's the TJ exclusives pad. Yeah, it is. Crazy that they just make those. Setup is so nice it could be a desktop wallpaper. This one, yeah. But it's just like, it's a bit too nice, you know? It's like, it's an obvious winner. Do you give wins to people who have the worst setups? Yeah, but I haven't seen many bad setups. I'm still 25 minutes behind. If I give this a winner, that would be like 3 winners out of 10. Scroll down? I will. I don't think there's going to be too many submissions today, so Should be good. Let's see. 5th attempt. We have fingertip mouse. What is this? The HTR? What a weird shape. I think the Fenrir Max is just like so much more normal now that I've tried both of them. It was this. The Guardian. Dual monitor. Some fingertip mouse. It's a good setup. Crazy how far the average setup has come. So mine is too good to win? Yeah. It's like, what would you do with $30? It's like these fucking cars are probably like $500. It's like, come on. You get it. You should gift me that one with $70 ship. What are you talking about? What's the GOAT mouse and why is it the G502? I haven't tried the G502 in a while. I pulled out the box the other day. I just probably like scrolled through a few setups, just fucking droned out. It's like, this one's great. I just don't know if it's a winner. What is this keyboard? Is that like the Wooten? Nothing on the wall? Yeah, nothing. Having nothing on the wall is a real silent killer. It's what a lot of people don't know. They just expect having a clean setup to go over well. But if there's nothing on the wall, I'm casting judgment. Yeah, nice setup. Let's see this one. Wooting Tofu OP1 8K Artisan 0. Small PC, 2 monitors. I mean, it's like, has there been a single disappointing setup? I mean, I guess the glorious mouse bungee. That's real disappointing. It's actually crazy that anybody's still using that this day and age. Is that even the glorious? I think so. Favorite music artist right now? What have I even been listening to recently? Because it's like, it's something. It's not like just Bob Dylan. Just like more of the same stuff, I guess. I like my Ippy Float mouse. Respect to the Ippy Float. That mouse was like a few months ago. It was a pretty hot, like, budget final mouse alternative. Now, don't hear too much about it. Retro points for the bungee? Absolutely. And the glorious wrist rest. That's the thing. This guy shows, like, he made some poor decisions in the past. Wait, is this a fake artisan pad? Wait a minute. That looks fake. Am I crazy? What's the consensus on this? That's stitching, like, wait, can this person, whoever you are, send a better picture of the stitching? It just looks too thick. The bottom right edge looks way too thick. What if the bungee is also fake? This is crazy to me. Like, it might be real. Maybe. Maybe it's just like, no, that stitching on the left side doesn't look good. Yeah, wait, where was this purchased? Was it bought on Amazon, AliExpress? Like, damn, we gotta get to the bottom of this. This is crazy. What if the whole setup is fake? Yeah, maybe this is the AI setup I was referring to. Artisan JP like a year ago? Damn, well, maybe it's just the photo then. Nah, because I've never seen stitching look that thick on the bottom. I gotta take a screenshot of this. Well, if it's made out of cake, it could be like the Cake or Artisan YouTube Shorts. Well, I don't think anybody's ever made a YouTube short on that. Just the angle? Okay. We're back to regularly scheduled programming. Yeah, I don't know. Now I gotta decide if this was a winner. If it was a fake Artisan, it definitely would have been a winner. Wait, hold on. I gotta see somebody else with a real... I mean, yeah, maybe it's just the shadow, but the edges don't look as thick. I lied, it's fake, so can I win? Well, see, now you're just adding even more confusion. I guess it could be the shadow with the Keeb mat. Wait, it's fake if you buy off Amazon? No, but if somebody has a fake looking Artisan and they got it off of Amazon, then it's like a higher likelihood that it is fake. There are fakes, but you can certainly get like real ones. Classic Winnipeg fan. Who's a Winnipeg fan? I'm a fan of the Jets, but the New York Football Jets. Let's see this. Aqua Control 2 XM2 8K. What's this? A SteelSeries Apex Pro? I have a lot of respect for this if it's a Fortnite setup. We have just a classic American look out the window. Open case, rubber ducky. Fuck, I respect this setup. I really like. It's crazy. I feel like every setup should be a winner nowadays. They just cannot be. Are the fakes any good? No, they're just like cheap trash. Guy from Max Gaming. It's not my pick, but my bottom right edge is a little fucked up. Wait, what? It's not your pick. I'm so confused. Are you referring to like the pad you have? Also, Rex just wants. My dog wants to come up, so everybody say hi to Rex. Hello, Rise and Shine. It is cooked indeed, man. How's it going? Got the setup Sunday going on. My dog is also now on my desk. He's trying to block my chat. Kind of want to try a mud pad. Any cheap recommendations? I don't know what the cheapest would be. Maybe a Lethal Gaming Gear Jupiter. Like the Zowie G, like whatever newest GSR is. Okay, I gotta go back to where I was. Up Dog, yes. What's up, dog? You guys see him on the camera? No, he's a bit too low. Why are we time traveling? I something with my dog when he came up onto my desk. You gotta get EU LGG codes? That would be cool. Or like if Max Gaming would just throw in a few codes as well. Maybe for future setup Sundays. This guy says he has an old-ass Apex Pro. I mean, this could be a winner. ATK Type 99 clone? It exists. Oh yeah, for the cheap mud pad? Yeah, I mean, that could be an option. Let's see this. Excuse my dirty monitor. That is... Honestly, mine's probably worse right now, though. Credit where it's due. Got the Zebra mouse. Very shocking. More Pulsar mice. Big Pulsar fan. Multiple Logitech mice. See, that's what I respect about this setup. This guy's not afraid to double down on what he likes. Milwaukee Bucks. Unfortunate. What are these keyboards? Are they like high ground keyboards? Anime keyboards? Please, Boardsy, I need it. My mom's kind of homeless. Which one were you? Were you the last one? Chilling at work. How are we feeling today? It's just a regular setup Sunday. You know, what else is there to do on a Sunday? Aside from pray, of course. Wait, I swear I looked at this one already. Rose as many Discord servers as mice? Oh yeah, I mean, I don't, as you can tell, I just check none of these. Wall art for the win? See, yeah, this person does have stuff going on with their wall. Spending my money on rent instead of computer now. See, that's a real tragic sign. You definitely saw that one already? Yeah, but now there's an AI Wi-Fi for Elite. I mean, you really do have to respect the effort. Yes, high ground, cool keyboards, but bad performance. Well, you could always just take the keycaps and then rip them on, or like put them on some good. You got to get to Vencord with the read all button. I'll live without it. It's like when it's raining, you won't melt. What the hell is this game? Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. So many games out there. Wi-Fi 4 Elite? He can get Elite. If he's not going to get the setup Sunday win, I guess that's a good compromise. You don't know Sekiro? No, not at all. Garrix, get off my desk. Or not. Boardsy doesn't know Sekiro? I mean, anything relating to anime, there's a better chance I don't know it than know it. And I mean, maybe this has nothing to do with anime and I just look like a fool. So tragic. No paddock. Hop in the V. It's automatic. Anime? Yeah, that's unlucky. It's a software game. You learn something new every day. Nothing to do with anime? My bad. There's just no way you don't know Sekiro. It's not about anime at all. It's a fighting game. Well, clearly, here I am not knowing. While my dog just fucking stands in front of my chat window. It's a fighting game. A hard game. Yeah, see, I don't think I've ever played a Souls game. Maybe like once on like Xbox 360. Yeah, Elden Ring? I don't know. Doesn't have a Fortnite skin, doesn't matter. Honestly, you're fucking right. Like, if there was a Fortnite skin for this, I would actually know what it is. So, we can blame them for not collabing with Epic Games. And I think that is that for that part of the stream. What's your favorite single player game? I don't. Literally in the past 5 years, I think the only one I played was like a Spider-Man one, and I don't even know why I played it, but it happened. Okay, let's see. Did I look at this setup yet? We have the budget glass pad. We have the like a VXE-R1 Pro, a budget mouse, and then fuck, this is like the Newfie. This is a budget keyboard, and then where are these IEMs? Are these like the Moondrop budget IEMs? Is this a full fucking budget setup? Because if it is, that might be a win. Does Kovacs count as a single player game? If it does, that's probably my most played, but even that, I have not been on the Kovacs grind like I once was. Winner? Yeah, this is definitely like, even though there's nothing on the wall, every so often you just see a budget setup that deserves it. Came home from war because of the war news. What does that mean? What war were you fighting in? That makes it even better if it's true. Yeah, it's a winner regardless. Damn, I'm still on like one of the first minutes of submissions. How does this always happen to me? Truth or Critical Zero? Yeah, that's more or less what I thought they were. I hate low profile keyboards. I like the idea of them, but I hate them in practice as well. I'll have to check out that game, that Sekiro game. Okay, what the hell is this? Is this even an original photo? Because I've heard people are using fake ones, but it could be real. Oh yeah, Padsmith. So, this so good I thought it was fake. WL Mouse B-Stex Mini it looks like. Sennheiser headphones fucking keep matte. And yeah, it's a good setup. This is AI most likely? Yeah, unfortunately disqualified for being AI. But yeah, you guys who have these like massive speakers, you actually use them? I just feel like, I don't know. Like if you have the headphones right there. Okay, now my dog is literally blocking my chat window just fully. Yeah, they sound really good. Makes me feel like I'm in the game. Yeah, I guess I've just never tried it. Those are studio monitors, usually used for music production. Yeah, I know, which is like seeing them in all these setups. Well, I guess you can say the same like headphones or studio headphones. Hi, Rex. You can see Rex? Well, maybe at one moment you could. My fucking hand cam worked. You can see Rex, but probably be like his private parts. Jasper. God damn, the green wall is fucking crazy. Like the green tinted Viper V3 Pro. This is just like actual insanity. We got the artisan pad. XM2W. Okay, goodbye, Rex. And what else? I don't know what keyboard this is. I think that's just lighting. I don't think that is just lighting. That's crazy. Like living in a green room. Terrarium. Rex made you? He did. I was thinking like the other day, I realized Rex wasn't alive for COVID. He's a youngin'. Yeah, I mean, what is the point? Where do you live that you have a green wall? Because that doesn't look like an American power thing. This is a winner? It's gotta be, right? And then that's 6 winners. Hispanic? I don't know. See, I was thinking more Brazil or like, no, like Europe doesn't have bright colors like this, so I really don't know. I second the Hispanic comment. I have Hispanic neighbors and they're into RGB. Like it's all RGB. All the time. Like I don't even know if they have normal lights. I'm Brazilian and I got a green wall. See, I know I'm fucking sharp when it comes to countries that have green walls. Shout out to Brazil. I also want to go there. Maybe after Riyadh I hit up Brazil. Stands in front of the wall while he does the local weather forecast. It could be. There's a little bit of smudge on the wall. Not too bad. Go to Brazil? I might. South America. Never been there. Speakers are used for everything that isn't Discord VC. So, like, really for gaming? That's interesting. I wonder how that would feel. Green screen wall is actually tech? Yeah, it's just such a shame that this person has not shared where they're from. Because I want to do something like that, but I don't even know if it can be done in America. We might not have the ability anymore. Got an OP18K, but I hate the back hump. Got an FK2. I shaved the back off. With the Hyperlight, I, what do you hate about the OP18K's back hump? Do you want something like wider, or do you want something like without a back hump? Maybe for you, like an orbital pathfinder, if you're going so crazy about mouse shapes that you're like cutting them up. Nasty setup, grinding for Voltaic Master complete. What did that say, Master? Yes. Well, see, the Attack Shark mouse is one issue. The X-Ray Pad Tray Gun, I mean, it's like, what, 4 years outdated? Other than that, pretty solid. But you should still be able to get Master on this. Is this like an X3 or is it like an R5? If it's one of the old trash Attack Shark mice, I don't know. How do you think the Terra compares to the Dex? I don't. It's like more high profile for a pure palm grip, I guess. It's just like a G703. And the Dex is kind of like a modified, more modern version of that shape. Can't wait for the Noctua mouse setup. Yeah, I can't believe that's real. Can't believe Pulsar fucking did that. I don't know how much it's gonna cost though, and like how much weight it's gonna add. What does a 4x4 centimeter fan weigh? Should have asked ChatGPT. Which one do you like more, Viper V3 Pro or the Maya X? The Viper V3 Pro. It's pretty much like my main mouse nowadays, and I just don't use the Maya X as much. But it's not like I hate the Maya X or anything. How's life in America after changes that made getting peripherals more expensive and difficult? It's interesting because they keep like getting put on pause. The numbers keep like changing, so nothing's like really officially impacted people too directly yet. But one time when I was at the post office, there was this guy in front of me who was like picking up a package for his girlfriend from China. They were shoes, and he had to pay like $400. And that was like one of the first days it was announced. And then from there, like, I haven't really heard any issues or seen anything, experienced anything with my personal shipment. So it seemed like that guy was the only person who got fucked over. I'm about to get hit by the EU tariff if my shit doesn't come by June 1st. We'll see. There's always a potential it just gets extended farther, but I do understand. But I have had like packages that come from other countries, they just take way longer now. I bought a lot of Asian products and there haven't been any price increases yet. It's so interesting how the situation is unfolding. All could have bought real shoes with that money. Yeah, he could have supported American business 3 times over. Is the HSK Plus still valid for $50? Valid is the interesting word in that question. It's still okay. I wouldn't recommend it though. Like if you're looking for a fingertip mouse, it's just too heavy nowadays, you know? Have not changed my purchasing behavior at all except buying from Amazon versus AliExpress for like $1 to $2 more and prime shipping. Sounds about right. Wonder if it will change. Didn't they exclude tech products from tariffs? That was one. Like for a few days, that was my understanding that like smartphones and then gaming mice were also like they fell under the same category as like an XY computer input modification device. So those were okay. And it seemed like mouse pads and mouse skates, like these small accessories, were what would get like hit the hardest. But I don't know. If LA1 didn't bomb, it would be interesting to see what LGG would have put out. It would have. They would have maybe been on to an LA2 by now. So this isn't a winner, but I do believe in your Kovacs Master efforts. Going from an OG wired Razer Lancehead 118 grams to a Pulsar Crazy Light 37, wish me luck. That is going to be a big transition, but I believe. It will feel better, though. That's one thing. You'll be like, wow, I can't believe I was playing on this brick forever. I've had crazy wrist pain lately. Am I getting old? Probably. How old are you? Because, like, that is the thing that, I don't know. I guess it happens to some, like, cracked aimers who are just addicted and can't stop aiming. But at the same time, also happens to old people. If you think U.S.'s tariffs are in the U.S. are dog shit, try to research about the Brazil tariffs. Yeah, Brazil, from many years of comments from disgruntled Brazilians, it's hard to get like top of the line products. It seems like Argentina as well, just like the whole of South America. They don't like you getting good tech. And I would think of a way to fix that, but I'm so busy like fixing America's problems, I can't even think about Brazil. Um, just work out, mate. No wrist pain. True. If you have thicker, stronger wrists, there's no way they're going to be damaged by gaming mouse movements. Yeah, that's true, Bjorn. It's a month of minimum wage for a WL mouse product. That's just like a crazy notion. I paid $650 for a fucking WL mouse Ying 63. Well, you guys are. I mean, if you keep paying it, then there's no way they're gonna get rid of the tariffs. That's crazy. $650. What is like some M-Cho's like AliExpress keyboard cost? Like 150 maybe? Let's see. This is the Fnatic, one of the 6mm pads. I actually did quite like these. VXE R1 Pro, it looks like. Matt R, something. Budget mouse gaming, and then there's like the Razer keyboard. What the hell are these mice? What? Like take something apart? Some anime figurine? This is my setup. I don't know if I'm feeling a win. I do respect the setup. Single monitor, though. Kind of tough. Budget Hall Effect keyboard. Paid almost 90 for a VXR1 Pro in India? That's interesting. Are there like... I can't think of any, but I know like India it's kind of like a bit more like kept to themselves. Are there like big peripheral stores in India? Like is there the equivalent of Lethal Gaming or like Max Gaming Gear? Yeah, it'd be stupid to pay $650 for a mouse. Well, he paid $650 for a keyboard, so it's out on a technicality. None. Nope. Damn. See, that's a business opportunity. I might start up the first tech store in India. But I do hear you guys have like same day delivery on everything. That's something that's not really in the US yet. Unless I've heard wrong. Chop chop mouse boy, go through the setups. You're not wrong. I am like so far behind. I've already picked like what, 5 winners? What the hell is going on here? Just swing aim Radiant 17 myself. Lots of vitamin B12 based. Prescription medication. Crown Royale. Lots of energy drinks. That's a base setup. Like whatever's going on at the bottom. Same day, that's crazy. Yeah, I hear like you can order something and then some guy like shows up on a bike same day. But I just don't know. Maybe that's propaganda. 10-minute delivery too? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's a Zowie pad? Oh, how could I miss the Zowie pad? And whatever the fuck this thing is. Is that a bull? It's like the Bitcoin bull. Thoughts on Busch Apple? Not really any thoughts. I mean, Busch Stadium, that's where the St. Louis Cardinals play, so they own that. That's really all I think. What's going on, Mizu? Saw you made some post on Twitter I recalled looking at, but I forgot what it was. Hope everything's been well. Now we have Aswin. Let's see. Wait, did I not look at this? This was the full budget setup I already gave to the win to, right? Or am I actually experiencing, like, deja vu? No, I'm positive I gave this setup a win. This shit's taking so long. It is, you know. Even more than most setup Sundays, I've kind of just been looking at things. Or answering questions, not really looking at things. Use code BOARDSY on Lethal Gaming Gear. Damn, this is good art. The hell is this cereal? Is that the what's it called with the chocolate in it? Like Craze? It was called My Mate's Setup AI? No, I think that was a joke if it was like the one with the Padsmith mouse pad. Crave. So I never had it, but I remember like seeing commercials for it like maybe 10 years ago. Just review mine? I don't know what yours is. Fuck, this one could win. But see, I feel like people are just trying to abuse my goodwill. But then again, maybe it's worth abuse. Oh, and Honey Nut Cheerios in the background. This person's a cereal enthusiast. And the prescription medication. Okay, you can get the win. Wait, no, this is Rivian submitted it. On behalf of MJ? Whatever. There's a win. This deserves a win for my shrine. It low-key does. Got it. You expect a keyboard to sound good. Are you talking about the centerpiece? There's not like a ton of foam and silicone. I just like, I want to get the centerpiece in hand. See how it actually like looks. The Discord to submit things is in the pinned comment, but I'm not gonna lie. At this point, if you haven't submitted, I don't know what the odds are that I see it. Probably not high. Can you turn on the music? What? What music? Just like any music? Let's see, what do we have here? Is that an XM2? I see the dongle. It looks like an Endgame Gear dongle. Skypad, Wooting. I mean, that's just like a based high performance setup. RJN music. That would be good. Wooting lamp? Yeah, the strap on the lamp is pretty hard. Pause. How many more are you going to look at? A lot. I mean, at least until I get to the 10 winners. But, I mean, I've been live for 50 minutes and I'm only on setups from 12:30, so hate to see it. Order some Lamborghini posters? See, we can't be tacky either. You gotta have, like, the perfect wall setup. Let's see this. This is, another Skypad. This time it's tilted in a direction we don't usually see. Is this like a glass desk? Something just looks weird about this setup. This doesn't look American, is it? Maybe it is. I don't know. Real Talk, Hitscan, Hyperlight, or H. I swear, have you asked this like in the past 5 streams, or is it somebody else who just always asks the same question? I mean, it's like, if you just want one off of like the cheapest, get the F1 Extreme. It's just that simple. Like if you're asking the question like that, it makes me think like you just want the budget option. Let's see this. We have the M3K. Then what is this? Jane? Got some like carbon fiber keyboard. HSK Pro used worth it for 100 now. I sent mine. Can you check it out? I gotta. If I get to it, I will. Can't be unfair. This is crazy. What are these Pokemon cards? Based. See, the thing with Rivian setup is it's always very clean. Always very expensive stuff. Hard to hate. It's a pricey keyboard and mouse. It's all looking good. I don't know about these headphones. Probably pricey as well. Do expensive HE keyboards matter compared to really cheap ones? I mean, I use the GT60. I'd say that's like pretty middle of the... It's not like the most premium price-wise, but it's just like super budget stuff. I've learned from my dabbling in many different types of peripherals. It's always cheap for a reason. But they perform fine. It's like the same thing as buying like a ATK mouse. Like, it's got the specs, it'll perform well, but will it hold up? Will it develop some weird issues? I don't know. Are there any key differences between the ULX and the Beast X? I mean, shape-wise, not really. Other than that, yes. I feel like that's a question I answered in a video, like... Definitely in my last Final Mouse video. Let's see. Boardsy, please notice me. I need this. My mom is kinda homeless. Is that true? Is your mom kinda homeless? Let's look at the setup to see. That's a Viper V3 Pro, HyperX headphones, Wooting keyboard. Probably, maybe homeless. I'm not sure. I do like the wallpaper, though. The difference in the colors on the monitors is kind of impressive. You could use one mouse for the rest of your life. What would you choose? See, like, at the moment, it's probably Viper V3 Pro, because that's, like, what I have in my hand, but... Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that, XM2W. Any news regarding a new OP1? Just whatever they announced at Computex, or whatever the leak was that went around. Or no, they actually posted it. That they're going to be using, like, the new 3950 version, better MCU, so I don't know what to expect. Will the weight also go down? If not, it just won't be. It'll just be like a refresh. Love your content. Appreciate it. Got to make more of it. But I just like it's weird. I just don't know what videos to make. Or I was thinking about making a top 5 mouse list, and it's you kind of can't anymore. I could like make a top 5 personal mouse list, but the old style of like these are the best 5 mice. There are just too many mice to make a video like that. Silicone carbon battery and mouse when? I don't know. You should start prototyping with that technology. Any dates for the Viper V4? I have no idea. I estimated like next spring. Top 5 most influential mice. That could be a good video. Like of all time or like of recent memory? Yeah, I could see that. You need an OP1 8K large. XM2 is not the same. That's a fair request. But I mean, you got to realize since Endgame Gear first made a product in 2019, they have released one other shape. Think about that for a second. Think about the pace. Like, we're not on pace for a new Endgame Gear shape for a few more years. Why is the mice and mousepad scene suck right now? It like as a consumer, if you're in the market, it's probably like the best time. But as a reviewer, I've just seen it all, and companies are releasing some of the least inspired like differential products they have in all of the time since like really the mouse boom of like 2022, when companies were allowed to use 3395s. That's when things really got on the up and up. You're not on pace to get through all these setups. I've never gotten through all of the setups. Yes, that is another good reminder when we're talking about pace. Endgame Gear Ergo when? That was like a rumor in 2021 or something. Clone market boom? Yeah, there's just too many e-waste products. Like when Attack Shark, ATK, M-Shows, like all of these same companies just release the same fucking mold. It's so boring. Kikas, I'm not gonna turn on the music, man. You gotta turn on your own music. Put it in the background. What the hell, man? I don't know about good content, but experimenting with various skates on glass is a popular idea, or popular area. Yeah, that's one of the things that annoys me about glass as well. I can't really speak definitively on them because everybody uses different pads, which yield a different experience on every glass surface. It's just like, I don't know. Yeah, I could make a video on like the best skates for glass pads. I could just like that's definitely something that would perform well with the YouTube algorithm. Saturation point, yeah, it's definitely getting to that level, and it's just so easy to like make a keyboard company. You could like do a speed run. M-Chose redid old G series. What does that mean? Tried glass for 1 month plus recently. Fuck that, back to cloth. Based. There are a lot of people in your shoes. Can't have anything on the wall because of military dorm rules. Okay, well, we finally at least have a decent excuse. Even though I don't know if I'd put up with that. But, you know, you're serving our country with an ultralight too, so credit where it's due. And the HM80, Skypad 4.0. You know, I was thinking about the U.S. military should have a fucking affiliate program because I've convinced so many people to join the military and I've gotten no kickback. But if I was a fucking recruiter, I'd be a millionaire. So that's kind of beyond the point. But I do think this guy does deserve a win. And, you know, it's a solid setup. Review long lost shapes, boom slang. People have requested a boom slang review. And since it was really the first gaming mouse, I think it could do well. Like if I were to just re-review like the WMO or something, people wouldn't care. It's a solid setup. One monitor. Is that a router though? Well, I guess you are using a wired mouse, so you're immune to the interference. Your testicles aren't. Would it be good to hear from you about the shape? Yeah, the reason I put it off for a little bit was I thought they were going to make a remastered version. Like that was a leak or a rumor for a while. Let's see this one. Wow, what a weird. Maybe it's just a photo, but it looks like there's like a sepia tone. Another glorious mouse bungee. How do people keep doing it? I meant M-Chose did the G305 remastered. That is true. And I'm surprised that mold hasn't been fucking tossed around more in the Chinese budget mouse scene. Let's see, what do we have? OP1, Artisan 0, Glorious Bungee, whatever keyboard this is, some fucking plushes. Here's Pokemon. That one's a Pokemon. Is this America? What's that cup say? Could be American. How much would you recommend HSK Pro 4K used? Like 70 maybe? Because, I mean, that mouse dropped like over 2 years ago. Like, do you really think you're going to be getting a good quality unit? Or do you think somebody's selling you their used trash? Anyone in chat have a ULX? What mouse pads and skates do you pair with? I presume generally just like control pads are what people use. Some people obviously throw it on a glass pad, but I'd say like Magic Ice for the ULX. I actually didn't like that shape. What skates do I like for a ULX? I also like Jade Dots. Razer made so much from the Viper Mini Sig and said fuck the boom slang. I feel like they always did such limited quantity drops of those. Let's see this one. This one ultimately didn't get a win, but I like the setup. I regret getting my Final Mouse 10s on launch. QC was so bad. The Starlight 10s, that was like that was one of the best QC Starlights as far as like public opinion sentiment was concerned. I still have mine fucking built like a tank. Another person with a Deep Cool Castle AIO. It's hella old and has bad build quality. That's not something I would notice. Let's see. Wow, this is... I kind of want to give this a win just for this photo. I mean, this is maybe the worst photo ever submitted for Setup Sunday. And it's not like there's a better photo. Goo Goo Gaga bitch. I respect the name as well. Let's see. It might be a GPX. Looks like a Razer keyboard, or is that the Apex Pro Mini? I don't know. I'm not even going to bother. What game is this? No, it's just his background. Is his background like a Razer? Is this an AI photo? What the hell is going on here? Recently picked up a ULX comp for 150. Could be a good deal. Can you feel a difference between 8K hertz versus 1K? Well, yeah, generally 8K like gives me performance loss and stutters, but 4K and 1K on Kovacs, I can tell like a positive difference with 4K. And with DPI, I just used 1600. The experimenting, that was what I did in past years, and then I just settled on 1600. I was using 3200 for the longest time, but then I just stopped one day, and then when I tried to go back, it felt so fucking fast. It's a 0.125 ms latency difference, but it's not just the latency difference. It's like the visual, like, decluttering as well. It's like saying there's just a 1 ms difference between... What do you think about the 24-inch 1440p monitors for competitive? Like using the 24-inch mode on a 27-inch? Or just like that size monitors in general? I don't really know. I've found 27 for a while. Some people swear by 24. I think it's just like an eye width issue. Like some people have these like really like these eyes that just can't handle 27-inch monitors. Also, 8K hertz on Wooting 80 HE for sure impacted PC performance. Turned it off. Yeah, like scan rate with keyboards definitely has some impact. I think that might have been what it was for me with the Venom 60. Let's see, Mr. Swagboss. See, this is what I'm talking about when I say people need stuff on their wall. Like, what is going on? We have the Zowie Divina mouse, the Neutron Mud Pad. I've heard this is like the slowest mouse pad on the market, but I've never tried it. But I mean, this is just a crazy setup. Like a true mud pad and like an 80-gram Zowie Ergo. We have like a old LG phone. Is that even a smartphone? Like a wireless charging device. Blue Snowball. I mean, and then we have the stuff on the wall. This is a winner. Like, if I were to design a Setup Sunday winner to show all future contestants on what a winner looks like, it would be this. Credit where it's due. But yeah, I don't know. Congratulations. Blue Snowball mic is fire. You still see a good amount of those. I thought they were totally like phased out by now. I didn't even know you could still buy them. Any idea why pros are still using Zowie TN panels and not the latest OLED? Well, the latest Zowie panels are what, like 600 hertz? I feel like that's probably like pretty good input. And the colors are clearly like optimized for gaming, but not like broad use cases. Did you ever get prints of your AI rat art from your pads would be peak? I didn't, but I kind of like I'd be fine like hanging up the mouse pad like as the art. It's like that's my artwork medium, but maybe I should become an AI artist. My two favorite pads are the Jupiter Pro and the Type 99. Some people just love that intense feeling of control. Not me, but I understand it. I understand it more than loving a glass pad. I don't know if I believe that. Please do not become an AI artist. You never know. Never know what the future holds. I got a BenQ XL 2411p. See, I don't know what that means. It's the thing with monitor specs. Like, if you were to just say, like, I have the BenQ, like, 500 hertz, I'd be like, ah. Shogun is the best IMO? Not even close for control? What do you think about compared to, like, the Infinity Mice control? I feel like they're very similar. Like, the Shogun's good, but it's not in stock, which is my big issue with it. Thoughts on Soto's big? I thought you said Soros, like George Soros. But I mean, Soto, he hadn't been doing well, so anything positive, I will take it. But yeah, I have like friends who are Yankees fans, and they just will not. I just want, for my sake, to get them to shut up about Soto. I want him to do well because it's just like Yankees fans. They're really toxic about the whole Soto thing. Wait, is Stubby in the chat? Stubby FPS is indeed in the chat. I was praising your video from yesterday, Stubby. There is some very good points, especially the one about like not like products don't leave or come on your desk anymore. It's like you kind of just use the same things. I related hard to that one. Let's see this one. KV. We have the Hayate Otsu. What mouse is this? Is there like a little fade going on? The hell is that? Is that the Vaxi XE wireless? I actually don't know. Are these like the pads that Techni used to shill? What are they called? Wicked cushions? I've never seen those on biodynamic headphones. I respect that. Somebody sent me here. Glad to have you in the presence. Control V2 is great. Use it much less personally. Yeah. I mean, that's fair. Like, that happens with pretty much any type of pad. There's going to be some alternative. And ultimately, there's only so much time in the day to use all of these products. Maya X? That's a fucking Maya X? Oh, yeah, I guess. That makes sense. My setup mouse is the Maya X. Yeah, I forgot they did that, like, purple fade color. Wave XLR. Is this like a little Naruto thing? It looks like he's hanging. Might want to, like, redo the aesthetic choice on that. Maybe it's just the angle. Stubby chilling in the Matrova Discord? I still have yet to try their pads. A keyboard looks like it's built for Mac? What is that, the Wooting 80, right? Let's see. On to the next one. The hell is this? I was looking for a keyboard on the left side. Oh, is this a Lamzu Thorn? That's not a mouse you see every day. What the hell is that? Windows Active Free. Is this like German? A German without Windows? Maybe not a German. Somewhere in that block of the world. Angle of the Dangle. Beautifully written. Keyboard is this. Damn. It's got some weird letters on it. Is that like an Apex Pro European edition? Probably. I like the wall. Lots of texture on the wall. You have the color theme going on. Not gonna lie, the Entity is the best glass pad I've tried so far. I don't understand how to like get my hands on that. So I probably will never try it. Like, I've seen it. As far as designs go, I'm good with a Wolf. You like cement wall? Well, it's just such like a kind of novelty as an American. So I could understand if you're used to cement wall, it's like, oh, it's just cement wall. But For me, it's like a wall that if I punched it, like I wouldn't break through it. It's a crazy wall. Let's see. We have this setup. How is this like a? It's a vape. Oh, the control freak on the controller. Man of culture. 3 monitors for maximum media consumption. More respectable speakers. Wait, what walls do you guys have? We have like drywall. It's just like it's like a joke of a wall. Singularity is my first and only glass pad. It's awesome with black fox dots. Yeah, Singularity, like the value on that, it's just I don't know if we will see that again anytime soon in the glass pad space. Let's see this one. This person like take that with an actual. Oh no, that is I thought it was like a real camera at first. How does one even buy a Singularity? I think the drop was around a month ago. So if you didn't get one then, I don't know when the next drop is. What is drywall made of? You should ask like could really get a deep answer from ChatGPT. But it's just like it's plaster. It's like there's just nothing. It's like the idea of a wall. Like you look at it and you're like, this looks like it's solid, but put some pressure on it, it's not solid. What a view. Amazing. It really is. I just always wonder like where the people are who submit these. Like I could see like maybe this is the Pacific Northwest. Maybe it's not though. It's the main thing I think about nowadays when I see these because the peripherals, there's not much different going on there. But we do have the TENS mouse, Singularity, standing desk, ULX comp, respectable looking keyboard. It's a very clean setup. That's the Midwest for sure, really. Looks a bit too, well, I guess I just never see big windows like this in the Midwest. I associate that more with like the West Coast. North Carolina, interesting. That makes sense as well. Can you lean on drywall without falling through? Yes. But if you like gave it a like strong elbow, it would completely break. GT60, damn fella, you can get the win at this point. I mean, it's like everything just went right with the setup. The view definitely helped because if you're not gonna have anything on the wall, you can at least have Mother Nature. I've punched so many holes in my walls. Yeah, I did when I was like 14 over NBA 2K17. But then I stopped and I learned like that's just not something you don't punch a wall, much less a hole in it. Okay. Do you guys hear that car alarm going off? I wonder what the story is there. I'm up to 12:36. I install windows and doors for a living. Huge windows are fairly common here in Ohio, especially in rich areas. I guess that's like, people get the signal. They're like, huge windows are a wealth signal, so we got to have this like throughout the country. That's honest work, though, installing windows and doors. Let's see this one. Got the like little taken from a back angle showing off the Nike bag. Nike not doing too hot this year as a company. Some IEMs, ULX, Artisan Zero. Looks like a Wooting. 2 monitors. I mean, it's a respectable setup. Setup was so good it set off a car alarm. That is true. Had a lot of aura. Would you still recommend the X-Lite V3 ES? I mean, it's not my top ergo recommendation, but they have the V4 ES now, right? So the X-Lite V3 might be a bit cheaper if you can get a good deal, yeah. What do you have hanging on your walls? That's like a newspaper, Harper's Weekly newspaper, featuring this like 1800s baseball player named Buck Ewing. That's another baseball thing. That's like an atom palm thing. And then my YouTube plaque. It's mainly what I have on my walls. And then to my left, I have a few of my former pets. Raging over my park, it was actually over Pro-Am, or like Rec with randoms. And I had like 35 points, 14 rebounds, and my team lost. I don't know why. Just could not control myself from destroying the wall. And I like put up a piece of paper over it for a few weeks to try to like hide it from my parents. Are you gonna review Matrova mouse pads? At some point it's possible. I'm making a video on like the best new mousepads featuring the Saturn Pro and some of the Whales new mousepads. And I guess Metrova would make sense for that video. I also do want to post that soon. I don't have the Metrova pads. It's just like this whole drama. But yeah, this now a winner, but a good setup. Let's see. Custom cut mousepad. Bought XXL size and cut it for my best size. That works for me. Wish it would feel faster. Any recommendation accepted. I mean, this is a clean cut. If you did not mention that you cut it, I would not have even noticed. I think that holds true for many people watching. What was your My Player build? Back in 17, I was just like 7'3", max weight, max wingspan glass cleaner. And that's kind of like the build that I just use every year. Like, but I could actually shoot back then, and now in these 2Ks you can't shoot with a low rating. But I've just always been like a center. And I definitely noticed, really? Is pay to win line skipping allowed this stream? I'm not gonna say no. You can get the pay to win going. Or not pay to win, but pay to view. Bought XXL size. Works. Oh, yeah, I just don't know. You could get like a cheap Lethal Gaming Gear pad, maybe. There's a lot of budget mouse pads, like under $30. Even the QCK Speed from SteelSeries. Expect the little bobblehead. Left side corners are kind of cooked. Yeah, that is true, but I'd just be like, SteelSeries, it's fucking fraying. There's a new Saturn Pro. There's the blue one, which has like a new base. Do you play League of Legends? Not at all. I played it once. And I played like the dog character, and then I deleted the game right after. Skyrock's V8 Raiden Soft. Respectable pad. Skyrock's. I'm waiting for them to release a new product, but seems maybe they're just not going to. Maybe they made the impact they wanted on the mouse market, and now they want larger margins again. And this looks like, I was going to say it looks like a Wooting, but then I was like, that's not a Wooting. That's the Mad Lions Wooting equivalent. Not bad. Scarlet 2i2. Respectable. Chopsticks. Hardly know how to use those. Hello, Kaido. New Skyrock's keyboard soon? Yeah, but that's boring. Like, I liked when they were doing mice that actually, like, kind of turned the industry upside down. Mad 60 is a meme. Worst latency of all the budget HE boards. I've heard people say it has bad latency. I believe it. I haven't tested it though. I just don't feel like I'm missing out having not tested it. Let's see, Viz's setup. We got the Hyperion, XM2W 4K, and some presumably respectable keyboard. And is this another Darth Vader thing? There's a lot of respect for Darth Vader going on. Do you have a video about monitors? I think I made a video when I got my 480 hertz OLED, the 14, like the Sony one that I'm currently using, but I don't like test monitors, really compare them. Is the soft worth a try? I mean the Xsoft and QCK Speed. I mean I'd say it's worth a try, but it's not going to like meaningfully change your gameplay, It's just going to be like a new fresh pad. Been rocking with the Blue Saturn Pro Firm since release. I like it so far. Pretty comfortable and fast with Jades, and pretty fast and controllable with Jades, and a Hyperlight. Sounds right. I play Fortnite. I don't notice the latency. What did you use beforehand, though? How about the MCho's A60 Pro? It's just like, pick any keyboard that's like under $100 from a Chinese company. I probably haven't tried it. They're all probably using the same internals. There's just no innovation going on. Like, at best, they match something that I used a while ago. How do you even innovate in the mice scene anymore? I mean, Orbital kind of tried with the Pathfinder having a modular shape. I'd say they succeeded, but I don't think the Pathfinder is going to, like, take over the stream. Is the word autism banned, or am I banned? YouTube auto bans a lot of words, but you're clearly not banned. MCho's A60 Pro is bad. Fakes latency test. Like, Mchos put out their own data claiming the latency was good. I mean, color me shocked. All these setups when every pro still uses Well, that's not true. Pretty much every pro uses a Wooting, but a lot of them do use GPXs. And I'd say a lot use artisans, but pros don't generally care a ton about mouse pads, except for a few. I respect the few who do. Opinion on Ajaz AK680. Like, see, Ajaz, Mchos, ATK, these words all mean the same thing to me. They're probably okay for the price. But I would not use them if I had, like, the money or good keyboards. Damn, the auto mod is pretty insane then. It takes context into consideration. AI's getting smart. In 6 months, they might, like, arrest you just for having a bad thought. Melgeek. I did like the Melgeek, whatever it was called, like the 65%, until, like, my actuation point was so low that it, like, blue screened my computer because it kept, like, auto pressing buttons and I just, like, couldn't fix it. And I never used it since. So an obscure experience like that can, like, kind of fuck over a keyboard for me. Unlucky. Pepsi branded mouse when? I don't know. We need companies to start getting into luxury. Calibration, maybe? It probably was. Well, no, it was just like I was using like 0 dead zone lowest actuation point. So it was probably user error, but every time I would plug it in, it would just like start spamming keys, so I just stopped using it. My OG Saturn for 2 years now. Is it time to change to a Pro or not? I'd say 2 years of good use out of a mouse pad is definitely enough to justify an upgrade. Let's see. We have this set up. Dr. Prepare for the fucking... I saw somebody was sending a message about that. And then Sunwashed Sandal? Santal? The hell does that say? Sunwashed Sandal. Respectable. I mean, this is a good setup. It's an elite setup, even. Who does keyboard latency tests? There's this, There's a thing called, like, the Joker database that you can check, but keyboard latency is, like, it's not as easy as an XLAT to test. Had my Aqua Control 2 for, like, 3 to 4 years at this point? That's pretty insane. And you don't, like, have issues with it, like the consistency or the glide? Just, like, there's not a layer of dead skin that's replaced the normal mousepad surface? Still use the ADHD? I use the QCW and the Blitz more, but after that, it's probably the ADHD. And then I really don't like the Pels, like this new version of the Pels. The last version I loved, but this new version I don't like. I think it's due to the firmness or just like some factors combining. And then the SR I don't like. And is there another? Or is that all of them for the Wales new pads? I like my Saturn Pro, but I just can't escape my Heian. I have escaped. Like, it's probably been a month since I've used a textured hybrid pad, and I don't know why. I'm okay with the smooth cloth, I guess. Orbital Pathfinder is firmly in my rotation. I like to hear that, Adam. But I saw you were using one of, like, the weird right sides with, like, the curves for your fingers. I just can't really get comfortable with those, regardless of the spacers I use. I feel like if I were to 3D print, like, my own shape, maybe I could find something that works, but I guess I'll have to get you experimenting. Have you tried the Quoar mousepads? How do you say it? Because I thought there was an R in the middle of it for the longest time, but clearly there is not. I have not tried those. But I did test them once, like back in 2023 when I was in Japan. I swiped a mouse over them a few times. Wow, is this like a picture from the past? It is. OG setup. That is crazy. Ultralight tube. Gaming in style back in the day, though. And the pudding keycaps. Love the idea of designing my own modules for the Pathfinder. Yeah, it is really innovative. There is no denying that. But I just hate that, like, my favorite orientation for it is just like a basic mouse shape. Just ordered a Raiden mid. What am I in for? Probably a bit more speed than what you're used to. But even the Raiden, it's a bit slower than it used to be. Also, this PC case was crazy. Let's see. Pretty budget living room setup. What the hell is this? Is like a custom mousepad? Probably. Looks like X-ray pad. Mad Lions again? What is that? Also, what is this wireless dongle? What is that shape? Is that the Skyrock dongle? I guess. It's like a 3D printed Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Single monitor. This is like a scuffed setup. Is there any accurate mousepad speed ranking? No, nothing like all encompassing because it just varies so much based on skates, you know? So weird how cheap everything looked even 10 years ago, but it looks state of the art, yeah. It's like even like Apple Face ID. It's not even 10 years old. Now it's like a relic of the past. Things move quick. Just check that database. Half of MCHO's stuff is not recommended. Yeah, people have their issues with that database. They say like they it's like bought out essentially, but I don't know. There's not many other like better options. So close to mine. I'm getting there. Chugging along. Let's see. This fucking setup. I mean, wow. This has a gap on a lot of other setups when it comes to Aura. Just like the minion play. Is that like a royal minion? How would you even define that? Something weird going on. 1738 as well. I don't even know if that was intentional, but this wasn't already an obvious winner. The U2DW. I still can't believe I have not tried that. I've only tried the U2CW. I haven't tried the new side buttons, new left side or whatever. Yeah, and the glass desk. I mean, this guy knows how to win. Then again, the router right here. Zowie does have the epic enhanced receiver though, so they do limit some of that wireless interference. But yeah, the minion really fucking takes the cake. And then, is this like a door on the right side? Damn, you're cutting off use of a door to make the setup. So many mini PC cases. I've never understood the like the desire for that unless you're traveling a lot, but clearly it's a big trend. Let's see. How many winners are we up to? Like 7, 8? Do you know anything about RAM when it comes to hardware? Not as much as like a RAM reviewer. I was gonna say like a PC parts reviewer maybe. Next guy gotta win. Damn, it's been a while. Oh, we're finally up to terabyte setup. Let's see. Least scuffed laptop setup. Still on the laptop setup. I moved into a new room for a job for the summer, or J*B rather. Setup is damn. I don't do you have a desktop PC or have you always been on a laptop? Mr. Board Z, are you Sigma? Sure, if it gets you to stop spamming. Oh. This is crazy though. The hell is that? Got the ULX though, and the Aqua Control too. So solid in that department. What keyboard is that? Like Drunk Deer? Did you list it? The hell? Custom built 65%. I do respect the peripherals and the fan. Holy trigger word, gonna have to close the stream because of this setup. Thanks, Boardsy. Sorry, man. You can shove a 5070 inside a mini ATX now. Apple's format is the future of desktop PC. See, I don't know if this is... Have I picked like a struggle winner? I picked that one, right, where the photo looked super blurry. But this might be another one. $30 could go a long way in this setup. Check the text bottom left corner. Rip V-Hedge. I swear there is no way that was there before. But now that's just another memento. I feel like the Keychron M4 is a sleeper for real. It's an alright budget fingertip mouse. That's kind of the way I look at it. Okay, I'm going to say we're at 8 winners now, so there's going to be 2 more. I don't know, all these super light mice, I'm used to heaviness of my boy MZ1. Even that, it's not like too heavy, right? It's in like the 50 gram range. Is modding my mouse to take it from mid-60s to low 50s worth? It depends on what the mod is. Like, if you're removing a lot of things, fucking with the balancing, like putting holes in it, probably not. But if it's like just a simple mod, maybe. Gaming fan, gaming dresser, gaming curtains. Full gaming. And the Osu tablet, whatever that might be for. Yeah, let's see. Average setup Sunday winner. It's just too easy. 2 monitors, Pulsar X-Lite, watch. What kind of watch is this, my watch people? I don't know, so can't be that nice. Are these AirPods? It's like a big case. Just a solid setup. I don't think it's going to be a repeat winner, though. Rolex Wimbledon Roman Blue. Nice watch. I thought that was like the Rolex bracelet. I couldn't tell. How many winners so far? I think 8. Ewoodin, is that how you say it? Ewoodin S9 Pro? I saw that mouse, but it's just too heavy. 65 grams on a Viper V3 clone? Like, what are we doing? I did have a company, I don't know if I can say who, but their name rhymes with Lysona. They were like, we're making a lighter Viper V3. And I was like, okay, that sounds cool. So I don't know if that's a leak, but it's okay. I don't need to win. Let the people that need it get it. I'm happy you understand. See, how many setup Sunday codes is that Rolex? What's up, Mizu? Why are people saying LMAO? I'm so confused. I'm getting cooked. Oh, your setup's getting cooked, terabyte. Yeah, the battery's like 13 grams. Yeah, that's a solid mod as long as you can, like, as long as you understand the battery's going to be worse. Can I drop my setup right now? The odds are I just won't get to it because I'm like over an hour behind and there's 2 more winners, so likely going to pick a new winner first. But there is always next setup Sunday. Let's see. This setup. Wooting 80 GPX and a Memoria Pro. I mean, that's a setup. PC build looks clean. Are these like Legos? I don't know. Got the motorcycle. Headphones. More Lego-like structures. Looks solid. 4 until mine. I should likely get there if it's only 4 away. Matrova. The Matrova stack. To think I don't even have 1. Beast X. OP1. Wow, using the monitor stand as a mouse punchy. That is pretty genius. Left case is cool. Yeah, so much better than the right case. I'm on your side of that. Can't get away from my Faker Edition V3 Pro. The coating on these Faker mice are just next level. That's how I feel about these Sentinels Viper V3 Pro. My Faker and Gengar, I just don't use them as much anymore. But it's like, obviously, at the end of the day, you can just use whatever. What artisan pad is the most similar in feeling to the Key 83? Well, obviously the Key 83, but beyond that, it would be either like the Hien or the Hayate Otsu, just depending on which qualities you look for in a hybrid pad. Let's see. Floyd, we have another X-Lite. Wooting 80. Well, is that a Wooting? No, actually. It's like a something with a knob. Not a Wooting. What mousepad is this? A Ninjutsu mousepad? Some IEMs? Controller? It's a respectable setup. Can you sell me your Gengar? Maybe, honestly. Because I am trying to hoard less. Because I realize, like, I've never sold a product and then, like, regret it. And it's like, even if I did, you know, you can get all of these products back. I'm really trying to cut down on the mouse collection. Well, you guys have no books in your setup. True, sometimes people have bookcases. Today, not seen any. Wow, what the hell is going on here? This is just... There's a lot going on. Got a respectable mouse lineup. It's one thing you can't say is he's lacking when it comes to the mice. Is that the original Miku mousepad drop, or is that the one I have? I think it's the older one. Using the Skypad as a keyboard mat. See, I feel like I would just scratch the hell out of the pad. This one pisses me off. Yeah, the figurines are... I don't know. What are these ones? Those I have some respect for, but these I don't really know. I do respect Fortnite, though. Pretty good binds as well. Even though I just hate hitting left shift on Fortnite. I use it for my floor. It's just like, I don't know, not a good bind. The Coke Zero. Doesn't look American. But I just realized this is a Asian setup. Wow. I mean, this person doesn't need the win, but I do respect the setup. Let's see. Saturn, Sora V2, and an ancient keyboard. The Zebra Saturn. What a mouse pad. That was such a good deal at one point as well. 2 monitors. Was that like a Ducky keyboard? I remember that keycap from way back. And then like a sim racing setup. Shocking. Is this like the same setup? Yeah, I guess. Just like to the left. 1-2 Mini. Ducky keyboards, they really fell off. They did not respond to like the Wooting Wave. They were never good. I hard agree with that. More than most. But they were popular. They were like the go-to for a long time. Let's see. MJ's full setup image. Rivion's Into Justice. Did this win already? Oh yeah, I think it did. God damn, how? Well, I guess some of these are supplements. I was going to say, how do you have that many meds? Oh, and the seal thing. I feel like I've seen that before. Then lots of cereal. Nah, the multiple bowls is crazy. I really can't tell if this was even, like, staged or not. Because I just don't feel like you would have all the bowls if it... Maybe it is, though. They were the first mainstream 60% boards? Yeah, that is... And I feel like Tfue using them was a big reason they kind of blew up. But when I like got into the scene, the Apex Pro was out and people were using the Ducky over it. And I was like, you'd have to be an idiot to make that decision. That was like way back in the day, so. Fuck with the Honey Nut Cheerios? So do I. Have never tried the Crave, but Honey Nut Cheerios, like an American staple. I have the most respect for people who use a Nintendo Switch for Fortnite. I mean, that's just so bad. The fact Fortnite's back on mobile is kind of crazy. Or on iOS, at least. I guess it's always been on Android. I've not replaced it because it still works and it's kind of nostalgic. Yeah, I, like, respect it. I've never been a fan of it. But yeah, didn't they make, like, a TMR board? Or is that another company? Or is that Varmillo? Some company from back in the day, they made, like, a keyboard with a different type of switch. I tried to skip 10 seconds forward and forgot this was a stream. Unlucky. Sometimes when I'm watching streams on YouTube, I'll like try to put it on 2x speed. Going pro on Fortnite Mobile, it's like the move. Wait, holy shit. ISO with the $10. I think to go to 135. Oh my god, the big tenor. Thank you very much. Don't need the code, but I need to change things. I gotta know the opinion. Okay, 135. Okay, I'll do this one first. Let's see. You got the Orochi desk mat, single monitor, figurines, blue snowball. I don't know what keyboard this is, but they're a second-hand hunter, so I respect the setup. Now to 135. Yeah, good amount of setups. See, it's just never possible to get through them all. Let's see. ISO. Wait, which? I'm presuming you are... ISO is Hunter? Am I crazy, or is it... Yeah. Oh, you are Hunter. Oh, I remember your name from... I guess I just did not remember you off of the name swap. Different account. Let's see. Picked up some of the old glorious Forge Mice for $30, and this one happens to be the same color as my set. Honestly, like $30 for those is a very fair price. These mouse displays, I respect it. Like, what is that? Like, what item is this? Also, what mousepad is this? Is that like a... What the hell? So much, like, the color on this is just strange. Like, bubblegum keycaps. Energy and focus mints. Single monitor. Shoebox case? It looks so much smaller, though, right? There were just some figure displays on Amazon? Interesting. What do you do with the dongles, though? That's my question. Which Forge mouse? Is that like a... The hell? Why do I not know what that is? It's like the Model D Pro or something? Bro, go back. You missed mine? I will. You can save so much money buying the theanine and caffeine separate from those focus pills. Or the focus pills. I have a drawer of dongles and mice that didn't make the cut. Yeah, I have like a similar like box of box of dongles, and it's just so annoying because I never know like which one is which. But yeah, I mean this is it's a solid setup. I'd even say more than solid. It's like intense. Just a lot going on. Like 3 setups up is a winner. I'm gonna go back to more or less where I was. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna start going like a bit chop chop, a bit quicker. Okay, this we just have a lot of. I'm not gonna call it trash. No, I will call it trash of clearly broken products. I don't know what these are doing. And then the artisan Raiden just like hanging upside down. Go back, you were so close to mine. I did go back, unless you mean like go back up. In which case. I was so close, he deadass just skipped mine. No. I mean, I'm going back. I'm trying to be fair. Let's see. This? There's no way this is a real one, right? I don't know. I'm going to presume it's not. XM2W 4K isn't trash? I never said the XM2W 4K was trash, but just the state of this desk. Not too good. Okay, let's see. 1255. Nothing much there. Custom GT60. ULX Comp 4114. Wow, you could sell that to the 4114 team for a lot of money, probably. Or not. Let's see. What is this GT60 case, though? Mine is like such a kind of budget mess. But I do respect it. It's like my favorite board. Looks like that was made in Blender. Maybe it was an AI setup. Who knows? Check the spoiler. I had a feeling I knew what it was, so I didn't click on it. What the? See, why did it just... Who just saw that? It just, like, put me back 20 minutes. Wilba Tech Salvation? That's what I had my Venom in, but I guess I just had a different color, so I couldn't recognize it. I really didn't like it very much. Well, I just didn't like the all-around experience. I don't think it really falls on the case. Where the hell was I? 1255? 1257, okay. Thoughts on Femboys? Not too many thoughts, really. 3060 Ti. Damn, blast from the past. Apex Pro. Maya X. What are these, like SteelSeries headphones? GPX. It's a respectable Fortnite setup. 2024 Flicks. Is this an EU setup? Why do you have 2024 in the name? It's 2025. And the JBL speakers. What's up, Bastias? How are you doing? Go Knicks? Indeed. Go Knicks. Hopefully they can secure a win tonight. But I gave up on the series after game 1. And I'm not watching a fucking minute of a Thunder Pacers finals. It's just not happening. So the Knicks better win. The league better understand that for the sake of ratings, the Knicks need to make a finals. But also as a New York sports fan, I'm used to losing. So I don't, like, if they get swept in 4 games, it won't really affect me. The one that you thought was fake was a 3D model I made? That's funny. Somebody did say it looked like it was made in Blender, so. Person's sharp as attack. Artisan 0, Wooting 80 on the way. It's interesting. So many Fortnite players, like pros, still use the Apex Pro because Wootings are technically banned on LAN. And that's just so, like, it's such an outdated rule that some of them don't use, like, the technically best performing keyboards. Any thoughts on the Vaxi PEK pad? I just wasn't big on it, you know? It's kind of weird. It was just a bit too slow. Every other mousepad I get nowadays I pretty much like, but with that I just couldn't really justify using it. But it is just my preference. Let's see, we have the Endgame Gear cloth pad, Viper V3 Pro, some plush, single monitor, a keyboard. Respectable. I didn't like it either. I felt like I was in glue. Yeah, there's something weird about it. But they just market it like, you know, pro players want higher stability and don't want shakiness. So maybe it's true. Have you tried the Freefall SV base control V3? When was the V3 released? Thunder Pacers finals? Yeah, it just doesn't. I don't know. Have you tried playing the finals? Might be the most underrated FPS. I played it like back when it launched. It had a lot of issues, so I stopped. But I have seen in the past like few weeks, it's been getting a lot of shilling. So I can't tell if that's artificial or not, but yeah, I mean, I might give it another try. Do you buy sports cards? Yeah. I'm like heavy into the pre-war vintage baseball market. Some would say overexposed. I wouldn't go that far. But I don't buy like modern cards at all. Can confirm it's not shilling. I might as well give it a try with the state of Fortnite. Free Palestine, for real, for real. You know, peace in the Middle East. It's one of those things that, will it happen? Will it not happen? Can confirm it's not shilling. Interesting. What are your thoughts on something like the Viper V3 Pro versus a Skyrox? I just like, it's kind of like a shape thing for me. It's like maybe if the Skyrox released a 40, low 40 gram like Viper V3 Pro shell and it held up quality wise, I would recommend it. But it's also like 2x the price. You can get a Viper V3 Pro for like 150 and a Skyrox mouse comes out to like 80 shipped. So is it twice as good? No, but if somebody's buying a mouse for the long run, would I recommend a Viper V3 Pro if it fit them? Probably. The Star Wars season is not it. Yeah, I'm just playing like solo ranked. That's never ideal in Fortnite, but usually I can like get through it. But this season, it's just like no desire. What games are you even playing currently? Pretty much just Fortnite, which is why I'm actually potentially going to give the finals a chance. Finals right now is so balanced and fun. Interesting. Because when I played the, like, what was it? The heavy class? It was either the heavy class or the light class was just, like, completely broken. I think it was the heavy. How many hours do you have in Fortnite? Not as many as I thought. Like, whenever I check it, it's, like, not over 3,000. But that doesn't count my console hours, I guess. But I have been playing Fortnite for a while. I thought I would have more the last time I checked it. OMG, will Boardsy reach the finals? It's possible. But it's one of those games that's better to have like a trio, or is playing solo fine? Let's see this setup. We got the Pulsar Paper X collab. Haven't seen many of those like actually on a desk. Looks good. Artisan pad, Ninjutsu. What's this? Final Mouse? Final Mouse, yep. 3 monitors. Wow. Coca-Cola. Solid setup. Got an OP1 Wii for 35 quid. That's a fucking, definitely a good price. What's the best mouse like Viper Mini with low latency? I mean, ATK F1 Extreme is a good, like, cheap alternative. Hitscan Hyperlight. Rookie numbers. I have 6K hours in Tarkov. That's a good number of hours. You gonna watch IEM Dallas in an hour? Probably not. Is there a peripheral video that could be made off of that? That's a possible determining factor. Quid? Yeah, I said quid like a long time ago and kind of just stuck with it. One of those good UK slang words. Let's see. Old PC with a 2080. Damn, that was like when I got into PCs, like the 2080 Super. You were like a baller if you had that. Lots of fucking... Your like mouse setup is worth more than the PC though, which I respect, honestly. Having an elite mouse setup with like a kind of... And mouse pads. Just kind of like random PC and keyboard. Very based. Death Adder V4 on the horizon? You can only imagine so, right? Like, how long are they going to spend fucking developing a prototype? Like, we've seen the mouse in person at these events, so it ought to release soon. I mean, maybe what the best team right now Vitality is using is fucking Donk there. What's Donk doing? I saw a clip of him last week or something. Is he playing again? Amazon still has some of the exclusive Series 1 Pros in stock for $30. I wonder what happened with that. Like if Amazon just like found a box full of them or something. Donk is on Spirit? Yeah, I just didn't know if they were playing in this tournament. My X or XM2W 4K? For me, the XM2W, but if you want the lighter mouse, potentially the My X. Micro Center got a bunch too. Maybe they just like produce them again. That would be bizarre, but would not put it past Glorious. He's got like a good setup. I don't know. Could it be a winner? Is this like, if this is like a drawing you made of your son, it could be a winner, I guess. It's like the real determining factor. Donk is not in this tournament, but will be for next CS2 Major. Got it. Do I just throw a setup in the cord? There's a very low chance I'll get to it, but, I mean, what's the worst that could happen, you know? You waste a bit of a bit of data, I guess, sending the message. I have a Beast X8K. I want to trade with a Yuzawa U2. Is it a good offer? If you think the U2 will fit you and your preferences better than the 8K, it could be. It's an art of me when I was 11. I am now 18. I respect it. You have been commenting throughout the stream. Deserve the setup Sunday win. Okay, now one more winner. One more winner, folks. Can you do it faster? You know, what's the point, man? If I do it faster, I get to... There's one more winner. That just means the stream ends faster. But I will... We'll try to get it. Let's see. Rat Boy. Got a pretty clean setup. Killjoy and Raze. Wow. Who, like, makes these? Maybe like an official Valorant thing? What do winners get? A $30 gift card to Lethal Gaming Gear, which I will send you after the stream tomorrow. One of the two. Okay, see, I answered your question thoughtfully about the Beast X, and then you spammed it over, so I don't know what you want. So, there we go. Let's see, what is this one? We have, I guess this is like the touching grass meme, unless maybe you just really like this photo. Full-on fucking like TV monitor though. It always, it's like, couldn't that just come crashing down, just ruin everything? Maybe it's worth it. I really fuck with this setup. This one, it's pretty nice. Little stream deck mixed with like a mixer, right? Let's see, Skypad 4. What mouse is this? Is that a translucent Endgame Gear mouse? Looks like it. Controller, random die. This is a good setup. Does the setup have to be good or not? No. And honestly, if a setup's like too good and like too clean, it generally doesn't win because it's like too nice. But the standards are all over the place. Like there's some weeks where if I was just feeling nice, I'd be like, this is a winner. You know, it just looks like it deserves to win. But I don't know if it will. Damn, it's like of these two, one of them could be a winner. That SSJ4 Goku figure, is that this that you're referring to? Some of those figurines cost so much money. It's like a market. I'm envious of the Chinese factories who are producing all of that stuff. I like the TV one. Yeah, I mean, this pretty clean. Trust winner down below. Let's see. This guy's playing Fortnite. Just on the free building grind. How do you respect that? Only pump in the inventory. Let's see, just scrolling down a little bit. We got Winter's setup, X2F, some cloth pad. Is that a dual monitor? Looks like a small monitor. Superlight 2 SE is a good buy for 100? I don't think so. I don't understand the point of the Superlight 2 SE. It's just like the GPX1, like in terms of specs, but they released it again? Or does it have like the optical switches maybe? That's why it's bizarre to me. But I guess this setup, actually I'll just make them both winners and I'll request another code. Look at this, man. Fucking inspirational. But yeah, that's going to be all for Setup Sunday. This was a classic. It was just a chill stream, you know. Answered questions, discussed the market. Appreciate everybody who came by. Upload either tomorrow or the next day. Come on, a few more. I mean, I've picked all of the winners, so there's nobody else left to win. But there are so many good setups. And it's like define a few, because I could just keep going and it kind of never stops. But, you know, everybody respect your elders. Have a blessed rest of your Sunday. And that's going to be all. Peace out.